Buddha. Hare Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki, Jantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nidai Go Premanandi. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 9, Dhruva Maharaj returns home. We're reading text 46 and 47. 46 has no purport, so we'll chant 47 together. This is text 46. Surichistam samutapya padavanatam abhakam pariswajyaha jivati bashpagad kadayagira. Translation. Surichi, the younger mother of Dhruva Maharaj, seeing that the innocent boy had fallen at her feet, immediately picked him up, embracing him with her hands, and with tears of feeling she blessed him with the words, "My dear boy, long may you live." Text 47. You can repeat. Yasya prasano bhagavan Gune Matri Adibhi Hari Tasmai Namanti Bhutani Ninamapaiva Swayam Yasya Prasana Bhagavan Gune Matri Adibhi Hari Tasmai Namanti Bhutani Ninamapaiva Swayam Yasya Prasana Bhagavan Gunamatri Adibhi Hari Tasmai Nimanti Bhutani Ninamapaiva Swayam. Please chant. Yasya Prasana Bhagavan Gunamatri Adibhi Hari Tasmai Namanti Bhutani Ninamapaiva Swayam. Yasya Prasana Bhagavan Gune Matri Adibhi Hari Tasmai Namanti Bhutani Ninamapaiva Swayam. Yasya Prasana Bhagavan Gune Matri Adibhi Hari Tasmai Namanti Bhutani Ninamapaiva Swayam. Mataji's. Yasya Prasana Bhagavan Gune Matri Adibhi Hari Tasmai Namanti Bhutani Ninamapaiva Swayam. Yasya Prasana Bhagavan Gune Matri Adibhi Hari Tasmai Namanti Bhutani Ninamapaiva Swayam. Word for word. Yasya, anyone with whom Prasanaha is pleased, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Gune, by qualities, Matri Adibhi, by friendship, etc. Hari, Lord Hari, Tasmai, unto him, Nimanti, offer respect, Bhutani, all living entities, Nimnam, to low ground, Apaha, water, Iva, just as, Swayam, automatically. Translation in purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Unto one who has transcendental qualities due to friendly behavior with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all living entities offer honor, just as water automatically flows down by nature. Purport. The question may be raised in this connection why Suruchi, who was not at all favorably disposed towards Dhruva, blessed him. Long may you live. Which means that she also desired good fortune for him. The answer is given in this verse. Since Dhruva Maharaj was blessed by the Lord, due to his transcendental qualities, everyone was bound to offer him all respects and benediction, just as water by its nature flows downward. A devotee of the Lord does not demand respect from anyone, but wherever he goes, he is honored by everyone throughout the whole world with all respect. Srinivasacharya said that the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan are respected throughout the entire universe because a devotee having pleased the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the source of all emanations, automatically pleases everyone. Thus, everyone offers him respect. Om Gyantivedandasya Jnanana Shalakya Chakshumlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Gadamayam Dadanti Swavedantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Siyuta Parakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Shagaratam Sahagana Ragatam Tam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savaduta Pradhanijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shiva Shakitansta He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinabano Jagapate Gopisha Gopiya Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishubhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Haripaya Vanchakapatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvyavacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasari Gauda Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'll read the verse, translation again. Unto one who has transcendental qualities due to friendly behavior with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all living entities offer honor, just as water automatically flows down by nature. On a morning walk with Srila Prabhupada, disciples told Prabhupada, everyone loves you. Then Prabhupada replied, says, yes, because I love everyone. So this is the nature of the pure devotee. Amadena, Madidena. Yesterday, Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj was going through the 3rd verse of Shishastakam, Janadapi Sunichena, Turodapi Sahisana, to be more humbler than a straw in the street, more taller than a tree, that was expressed. And Madena, that offers respect to everyone, but doesn't expect respect in return. So Dhruva Maharaj, through his 6 months of intense Astanga Yoga and process of self-realization under the guidance of Narada Muni, attained that goal of having no envy towards any living entity, having love due to connection with Krishna, with Krishnagarbha Vishnu, having that direct connection. So just in case I think most of us weren't here with previous classes, so we'll catch up to where we are in the Bhagavatam. So obviously Dhruva Maharaj, being insulted by Suruchi, pretty much said, you should die if you want to get the throne. You should take birth from my womb. Means you got to die to take birth again. Insulted Dhruva Maharaj, and from that insult, Dhruva, under the advice of his mother Sunuti, went to the forest to find Vishnu. Upon his journey in the forest, trying to find Vishnu, Narada Muni saw that this small boy has great determination. And the expert preacher Narada Muni he steered that towards him. It was pretty funny because he said, you're a small boy, just go home. Why are you doing here? But he said, no, I must find Vishnu. He goes, okay, you want to find Vishnu? This is what you have to do. And following the process of Astanga Yoga, building a deity out of of the earth and chanting the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Shri Gaur Hari ki, Shri Giri Govardhan ki. So he chanted this mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. From his intense sadhana of fasting in so many ways, and then fasting from air, he ended up suffocating the whole universe. And the demigods with Lord Brahma went to the Lord and said, we can't breathe, can you help us? Lord Brahma, the Lord says, yes, my devotee is doing great austerity. Said he was standing on one toe in the asana, with his holding his breath, keeping the Lord within his heart while chanting the mantra. Said he became so heavy he pushed the earth down, just like an elephant on a boat is pushing the boat side by side. So in order to appease Dhruva, he appeared on Garuda, and his meditation broke. Dhruva Maharaj's meditation broke. So when it broke, then he opened his eyes, and then he saw the Lord right in front of him, and he didn't know what to say. He was lost for words. But the Lord blessed him by putting his conch shell on his head, and he said the most beautiful prayers, and repeatedly repenting. Why would he have material desires? I thought I was desiring diamonds, but after seeing you, they're just like broken pieces of glass. Free of all envy, free from all material desire by that darshan. And with that darshan, the Lord gave so many benedictions. That you will rule, and also by the offense of your brother and your stepmother, they will suffer. It's really bad suffering. So he pleased the Lord completely and returned back to the kingdom. It was quite a triumphant return. But his triumph didn't come out like an ordinary person maybe you may see in movies, or there's always a revenge movie, or like someone who was bullied in school and then he comes back to the school reunion and he shows, yes, look, I'm better than you. You bullied me in school. Look, you're a loser. You don't make money. I'm like a rich, smart, successful person. Look at me. No, that wasn't Dhruva's mood. He didn't do that. He was completely purified. He had everything. He had the Lord within his heart. There was nothing to attain after that. There was only this mood of amadina, offering respects to everyone. Because seeing the same Lord that he loves so much in the heart of every living entity, Vidya Vinaya Sampane Brahmanika Vahastini, Suniche Visapakecha, Pandita Samradarshana. By the virtue of true knowledge, the sages see the Brahmana, the elephant, the dog eater, and a cow with equal vision, Samradarshana. This is the mood of Dhruva. But the most amazing thing of Dhruva's consciousness was that it affected others who had deep envy for him, like Suruchi. She said that you should die and then take birth again from my womb if you want to sit on the throne. That's pretty heavy. That's too much. Disciples of Srila Prabhupada, while in Vrindavan, they were going around different temples, and I can't remember which temple it was, and they were taking darshan. And the pujari came out and maybe gave some maha and says, oh, it's very nice you've come to Vrindavan. Maybe in your next birth you'll take birth in India and you'll become a pujari like me. And they were very pleased with that. Oh, very nice. Wow, such a blessing. So they went back to tell Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada says, you tell the pujari that if you worship the deity like this in Vrindavan, if you're fortunate enough, you'll take birth in the West and then take part in Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement. So you could, if Prabhupada saw he saw through the so-called benediction, you could say, that to be a devotee and service to the Lord, especially as a servant of Lord Chaitanya, is the highest benediction. Acharya was singing, I'm a servant Lord Chaitanya, I'm a servant Lord Chaitanya. This is the greatest benediction that one can achieve. This is the number one desire out of all desires in the whole universe, to be a servant of the Lord. Even the gopis of Vrindavan, they never say, we're close with Krishna, we're his girlfriends. No, they never said that. They say we are simply his maidservants. Same with the queens of Dwarka, aristocratic, big palace, so many servants around you. But they only saw themselves as maidservants when they were talking to Rohini. When Draupadi in Kurukshetra was asking the queens, tell us how you ended up with Krishna. And then, Rukmini, she said, yes, I heard about the Lord, and he kidnapped me, and now I'm his maidservant in his palace. This is like the position of a devotee who always wants to be the servant of the Lord. That's what Dhruva attained. He didn't say there was anything more than that. By that consciousness, not only was Suniti's changed, she gave benediction, she blessed. Dhruva Maharaj fell at her feet, even. After all that, fell at her feet, didn't show off at all. And then blessed him, saying, may you live long. The verse says that, how does this happen? When someone has a friendly relationship with the Lord. Prabhupada says, since Dhruva Maharaj was blessed by the Lord, due to his transcendental qualities, everyone is bound to offer him all respects and benediction, just as water by its nature flows downward. So it's natural for people to offer respects to someone with transcendental qualities. There are many examples. From the Bhagavatam we see Narada Muni. Forgive me if I mix up Magari the hunter and Valmiki in his previous life. So, I can't remember exactly if it's Magari or Valmiki, but as Narada Muni came to the hunter who was killing for his livelihood, straight right away the hunter said, the great saint has come. What would you like? Would you like some deer skin? Because the sages, they sit on deer skin to keep the tigers and the snakes and the scorpions away. Would you like some deer skin? I have. I've killed so many animals. I have some. So they're ready to give in charity. And then, on top of that, ready to hear, respectively, from Narada Muni. Even though so low-graded, Magari was half-killing animals and enjoying them suffering. It's quite a sick mind to have. But though, when Narada Muni came, such respect, such honor just came automatically. Even Kamsa respected Narada Muni. Where do you think Kamsa got the idea to kill the sons of Devaki? Vasudeva brought the first child and says, no, it's your eighth child. You look after him. But Narada Muni, knowing that that we need to speed up the pastimes, we need Kamsa to be killed, and Pradachara Sadhanam Vinasyata Duskritam, we need you to kill the demons here, Krishna. Don't get caught up. We need you to appear now. Bhumi really needs your help to get rid of this burden on the earth. So Narada Muni told Kamsa, yes, it's the eighth child, that's why I let it go. But how do you know which way they count? Is it like the eighth is first, or is it the last one is? How do you know? Because when Diti was pregnant with Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, so Hiranyakashipu came after Hiranyakashipu, and Hiranyaksha was born first. But it said that Hiranyakashipu is the older brother. Now how does that work? So at conception of twins, it's the one that comes out of the womb last is considered the oldest because they'll conceive first. So how do you know out of the 8 which one is first, which one is considered number 8? And so then he did his atrocity of killing each child of Devaki. And even to the point where he had information that Krishna is in Vrindavan, out of all places. And he's sending Putana to kill all the kids that were born in the last 10 days. Obviously the ministers were advising that. But after Keshi was killed, the Narada Muni came again. He's in Vrindavan. Then he had this idea of sending a Krura to bring Krishna to Vrindavan. So Narada Muni was even respected by Kamsa, a great demon. He respected him, he honored him as a Brahmana. Yes, he's my friend. Another example is Srila Prabhupada. He's a great example, probably best example for us. While Srila Prabhupada was in the Bowery, living in that loft apartment with, I think it was David Allen, he would climb up the stairs stepping over drunkards. They smelled like urine and stunk, and they were on the stairs just passed out. And then as Prabhupada walked through, they were respectfully giving way. Oh, he's come. They didn't yell at him, didn't swear at him or anything like that. And they gave passage to him. On a Rath Yatra, Srila Prabhupada's there in the procession, and policemen seen him. Oh, he's shining. In that action, he's shining. They could see it, they offer respect in that way. And even to the point of these people who came to Mashal's gift were completely crazy, taking LSD and having bad trips. And one guy was in the lecture, and he was interrupting Srila Prabhupada's lecture and saying things, I'm God, and whatever. And it came to the point where Prabhupada invited him to sit next to him while he's giving the lecture. And then at the end of every lecture, or every program, then Prabhupada would cut up one apple into different pieces with a knife and then hand them out as prasadam. So then devotees got worried about this guy next to him, and Prabhupada just having full shelter in the Lord and protection, cuts up the apple and with the knife, and then with one hand has the knife, one hand has the apple. And everyone's watching, what is this crazy guy gonna do? And he takes an apple and honors prasadam. Also, this drunkard who walks in and brings some toilet paper. Yeah, you probably need this for your bathroom. Prabhupada recognized, offer respect for his service. Oh, look, he's done some service. Amadina. Offering respect to others. Not expecting respect in return. It comes naturally, just like the water flows downward. I was going to explain another example, I'll just go through it, is Lord Chaitanya, when he was leaving Jagannath Puri to go to Vrindavan. And along the path along the way, there's a place called Pichalada, which was ruled by a Muslim governor who's known to be a drunkard. So the Mahapatra and the Orishan government, they wanted to meet with that Muslim governor to make sure there's a safe passage to cross the river for Lord Chaitanya. So the Lord Chaitanya was advised, you stay at the border for some days so we can sort this out. There was a spy sent by this Muslim governor. Maybe he had word that some Hindu saint is coming through. This spy sees Lord Chaitanya's activities and explains them to this Muslim governor. He's like effulgent, and he's always chanting Hari and Krishna, and he's just, I really think he is the Supreme Person of Godhead. By hearing the qualities of Lord Chaitanya from his spy, he became convinced also, and he wanted to meet them. And in the past, especially with the Mughals, when they came as mercenaries, especially dealing with the kings of India, they were using devious means. Yeah. The kings would follow dharma in terms of combat, but like they would come in disguise as like selling horses, and then once they get in, they start killing everyone. You know, they wouldn't fight properly according to dharma. So they're always known for cheating. So when there was word, okay, the Muslim governor is going to come, they were a bit worried. But he was so determined to meet Lord Chaitanya. His heart was purified just by hearing about him. He came in the dress of a Hindu, fell straight on his feet, with tears running through his eyes. Chant, and then Lord Chaitanya advised, you chant Hare Krishna. He was in ecstasy. And the Mahaprabhu was shocked. How is this possible? And he quoted this verse, Aho bhata so pacho tariga yachivike vetata namatubhyam tapas tape juhushasya brahmanachu namagrananti yate. Oh, how glorious are those whose tongues have touched the holy name. Even they're born in the family of dog eaters. It means they've studied all the Vedas, they're qualified to perform all sacrifices, visited all the holy places, have the behavior of the Aryans, and done everything that needs to be achieved. This is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And just by hearing about his qualities, Kada chata yata yasmin duskurum sukurum brevet yisvite vipryatin sa Shri Chaitanya nanamitam. When just by meditating the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya, difficult things become easy. If one forgets Lord Chaitanya, even easy things become difficult. So always remember Lord Chaitanya. So imagine, even for this Muslim governor who's known to be a drunkard, by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, just by hearing about his transcendental qualities, not directly, he became purified. He gave passage to Lord Chaitanya on a decorated boat, and this boat had a room on it. So he gave like the best facility for Lord Chaitanya. Such service rendered. And along with so many soldiers to protect him, so he had safe passage along his own state. I have some examples from Harinam. We did one Harinam. So in Australia we have Australian rules football. So it's not rugby. You can look it up. Australian rules football. We have rugby. So there was the grand final match, and there's going to be maybe 100,000 people there at the MCG, the Melbourne Cricket Ground. And I wanted to do it, and some senior devotees. I was like new. I was probably only a year in the movement, and senior devotees, they said, no, don't do it. Because in the 80s, they used to do stickers and stuff there to raise money for the temple. And the people who go to the grand final are like really degraded, shabby people, just drunk. We call them bogans, hey, go on the right, yeah, go, let's go to the footy. And and the particular team who was in the grand final was called Collingwood. So, out of all the team supporters, like amongst like AFL football teams, the greatest supporters are Collingwood supporters. Like they have so many nicknames for them. They're called the Moccasin Brigade. So moccasins are like these funny slippers. They're kind of like Ugg boots, and like really like low grade. And Collingwood's an area known to be like drug addicts and. Yeah, the most bogus. Yeah, the lowest grade. So Australia's already a football supporter's low grade. This is the lowest of the low. And we went and did Harinam there. Yeah, we didn't. I gave it, and His Holiness Janananda Maharaj came with us. So we're going around. Many people were joining in. They're all drunk. They're all eating meat. They're all smoking cigarettes and. Some of them, they even like grab you around the head. They're like this. I'm like, oh my God. So then the game is about to start, and there's only a few like outside that are still like waiting to go in. And there was this lady. So the mascot for Collingwood is called the Magpies, and they go the pies, let's go pies, So we're chanting Hare Krishna, and she's like, go pies, go pies. And she looked shabby like anything, like teeth missing, the whole look. And we're like, okay, she's like shabby like anything. And then all of a sudden, she just starts bowing down to Janananda Maharaj. Just like that. She's just on the ground, on her knees, and just goes like this. And Maharaj just dancing in ecstasy. I don't know how, but it must be this verse must be true. No qualification to recognize the transcendental qualities of this devotee, but just straight on the floor, bowing down. And then she goes in for a match, for the grand final. We walk away, and then they blow the siren to start the match. And then you just hear like, but it sounded like 50,000 demons just got like this. But anyway, they got the holy name, and I'm sure this lady would have got so much mercy. But like, yes, that's a pure devotee. But even like regular devotees get respect from them, because we may not have the same qualities as the pure devotee, as our spiritual master, as Srila Prabhupada. They have like true compassion for the conditioned souls. They have these qualities of humility. But when we're serving their mission, preaching and spreading Krishna consciousness, people see us as representatives of those personalities. So it's kind of a weird story. I was in Johannesburg airport and doing Harinam in the departure gates, and they have their shops, duty-free shops. So we go into one shop and we make the ladies chant and have a look at some books. And the lady, she's an African body, and she says, "I have a question for you. Why do Hindus do? There's something they do." And I go, "What do you mean? What do they do? Why do they do? Can I show you?" I go, "Okay, sure." And she's coming right up to me, and then she goes down, touches my feet, and goes hands like this. Why do they do this? I'm like, oh. I try to not freak her out, Oh, yes, this is a sign of respect. You can do it with your parents. You can do it with a spiritual master, with superiors, spiritual people. She go, "Oh, okay, very nice. I'm glad I did it for you." But people see that. They see this purity as a force. That force that to offer respects to a devotee or those who are representing the pure devotee. I have one more story I can tell. Maybe I'll tell you afterwards because we're running out of time. But in the purport, Prabhupada mentions Srinivasacharya singing about the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. The Sad Goswami Astakam. So I wanted to sing that. Maybe you can bring harmonium. So if everyone has their device, we can bring up the bhajan. Does everyone have the words? Who doesn't have a device with the words? Is there some song sheets? Or bhajan book? Who needs the words? Put your hand up, then we can get you the 1, 2, 3. No, you first. 1, 2. Sat Goswami Astakam. So I'll read through the translation while we get the words. I have it on my phone if one needs the words. Yep. Can share with somebody. Okay, ladies don't have any at all. I'll read through the translation. There's a verse going, Dira Dira Janapriya Karo. That the 6 Goswamis were both dear to the gentle and the ruffians. Okay, so I'll just read through the translation. Offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Radha Bhatta Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, Sri Gopala Bhatta Goswami, who are always engaged in chanting the holy name of Krishna and dancing. They are just like the ocean of love of God, and they are popular both with the gentle and with the ruffians, because they are not envious of anyone. Whatever they do, they are all pleasing to everyone, and they are fully blessed by Lord Chaitanya. Thus, they are engaged in missionary activities meant to deliver all the conditioned souls in the material universe. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis, who are very expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures with the aim of establishing eternal religious principles for the benefit of all human beings. Thus they are honored all over the three worlds, and they are worth taking shelter of because they are absorbed in the mood of the gopis and are engaged in the transcendental loving service of Radha and Krishna. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis, who are very much enriched in understanding of Lord Chaitanya, and who are thus expert in narrating his transcendental qualities. They can purify all conditioned souls from the reactions of their sinful activities by pouring upon them transcendental songs about Govinda. As such, they are very expert in increasing the limits of the ocean of transcendental bliss, and they are the saviors of the living entities from the devouring mouth of liberation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis, who kicked off all association or aristocracy as insignificant. In order to deliver the poor conditioned souls, they accepted loincloths, treating themselves as mendicants, but they are always merged in the ecstatic ocean of the gopis' love for Krishna and bathe always and repeatedly in the waves of that ocean. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis, who are always engaged in worshipping Radha and Krishna in the transcendental land of Vrindavan, where there are beautiful trees full of fruits and flowers, which have under their roots all valuable jewels. The Goswamis are perfectly competent to bestow upon the living entities the greatest boon, the goal of life. Offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis, who are engaged in chanting the holy names of the Lord and bowing down in scheduled measurement. In this way, they utilize their valuable lives in executing these devotional activities. They conquered overeating and sleeping, and were always meek and humble, enchanted by remembering the transcendental qualities of the Lord. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis, who are sometimes on the bank of Radhakund Lake, or the shores of the Yamuna, and sometimes at Vamsivata. There they appear just like madmen in full ecstasy of the love of Krishna, exhibiting different transcendental symptoms in their bodies, and they are immersed in the ecstasy of Krishna consciousness. I offer my obeisances unto the six Goswamis, who were chanting very loudly everywhere in Vrindavan, shouting, "Queen of Vrindavan, Radharani, O Lalita, O Sandananda Maharaj, where are you all now? Are you just on the hill of Govardhan, or you are under the trees on the bank of the Yamuna? Where are you?" These are their moods in executing Krishna consciousness. Do you have the words? No one gave you the words? You don't have sheets? No. Okay. We have some. Can you give one to the ladies to share? At least they can have one. And then Prema, you can come here. And you can also. Krishna Kita Ganadhatana Prado Premamritam Bodhide Krishna Kita Ganadhatana Prado. Dira Dira Jana Priya Priya Kara Nima Shara Puchita. Shri Chaitanya Kripa Bhara Bhuvi Bhuva Bharavahanta Kara. Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyuga Shri Jiva Gopalako. Nana Sastra Vicharane Kanipana Sadama Samstapaka. Lokanam hitakarina chibhuvane manya saranya kara. Radha Krishna Padaravinda Bhajana Nandena Mataliko. Bhajana Nandena Amande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyuga Shri Jiva Gopalako. Shri Gauranga Gunanavana Navido Shraddha Samriddhi Amrita. Papa Tapa Nikarnito Tanubritam Govinda Ganamrite. Papa Tapa Nikrintana Ganunditam Govinda. Anandam Buddhivadane Kanipina Kevana Nistariko. Avande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyuga Shri Jiva Gopalako. Bhakta Tunamashesha Mandalapati Shrenim Sadatu Chava. Bhuta Dina Ganesha Karunaya Kopina Kanta Shita. Gopi Vivavara Samritam Bilahari Kololamangna Muhu Vivavara Samrita Divilari Kololamangna Avandedu Pasanatana Raguyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Kujat Kokila Hamsa Sara Sagana Kene Maruya Kule Kene Maruya Kule Nanara Nanibada Mula Vitapa Shri Yukta Vindavane Radha Krishna Mahanisham Prabhajato Jiva Radoyo Muda Avandedu Pasanadana Daguyago Shri Jiva Gopala Go Sankhya Puvaka Namagana Nativi Kalavasani Krita Nijara Viharakari Vijita Chaityantak Dina Chaya Radha Krishna Gunasmite Madhurima Nandena Samahita Avandedu Pasanatana Raguyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Radha Kundatate Kalinditanaya Pire Chavam Sivate Tanaya Pire Chavam Sivate Prema Madhava Sadashesha Dasaya Grasto Pramato Sada Gayanto Chakadahare Gunavaram Bhava Vibhuta Muda Gunavaram Bhava Vibhuta Avanderu Pasanatana Yagu Yugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. Hey Radhe Braja Devi Ke Chalalite. Hey Nanda Sunakuta. Shri Govardhana Kappa Patale Kalindi Vanne Kuta. Goshanta Viti Savato Vajapure Kede Mahavivala. Avandiru Pasanatana Raguyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. Avandiru Pasanatana Raguyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. Shri Six Goswamis ki, Srinivasacharya ki, Kantarashram Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Go Premanande. Haribo. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.